Okay, so for this video, I'm going to talk about Surprise, is what the song is called, which is, again, in middle C position. So I know it's going to be a middle C position because I see on the very first page, very first measure, there is a middle C. And so I know that I have to at least put my one finger there to start in my right hand. So if you remember, to find middle C, we look for a set of 3, a set of 2 that's in the middle of the piano. You go 1 half step down to middle C. So I see that has my one finger on that C. Got it. And so then I'm just going to rest the rest of my fingers on the keys that come above that. So that's my right hand position. Then if you look in measure 4, we have a 2 finger in the left hand on B. That B is one right below middle C. So you are going to be sharing that middle C spot with your thumbs. So don't get confused by that, but they're just going to kind of rest there. And while your right hand plays it, your left hand can kind of get out of the way. Or if your left hand plays it, your right hand can get out of the way. But the rest of your fingers actually don't move. They're just in this spot together. Another thing to note about this piece is that there's staccato markings. So you have those little dots below the notes. That means that we're supposed to play them short and separated. So instead of playing them like this, we're supposed to play them short and separated. And it's almost like when you play the piano, every time you press down, it's like, oh, that was hot, and you jump up. That's the sort of action that you use. Then at the very end, you can notice that it says lowest C on the piano is what the last note you play in the left hand. So make sure that you play a C. So I would go all the way to the bottom of your keyboard, however big it is, but you're still trying to find a C. So you have to look for a set of 3 and 2, but all the way at the bottom. And you can't see my hand because the view, but it's going to be down there depending on your keyboard. So just make sure you don't play an A or a different note, but you still try to find that 3 and 2 to find your C, but you just have to go to the lowest one. Okay. Also keep in mind we have a piano and a pianissimo dynamic, so it's not a very loud piece until the very ending chord. So I'm going to give this one a try. Remember 3, 2, middle C, thumbs are sharing that spot. 1, 2, ready, go. Hope that helps.